In this system, the value of individual man diminishes sharply, and the state is all important.
HomelandStupidity.us.
So, just please call the jail.
Supporters of a jailed New Hampshire pot activist were already angry when they lit up joints in protest around January 23rd. But that was before they heard the latest spectacular outrage, one that gives us another chance to focus our spotlight on a martyr and a series of evils unfolding in Manchester. This time the infamous Valley Street jail is apparently messing with a human right so basic even the Nazis respected it to some extent. We're talking about the right to receive letters. Here's a report from Mike Barsky over at mailtojaild.com. That's a service which turns your email into a printed letter for jailed New Hampshire liberty activists.
I just spoke with the clerk at the jail, at the Valley Street jail, and her answers were unsatisfactory, so I spoke to her supervisor, Marlene, and she told me that after a little bit of runaround and me asking the same questions a few times, she finally responded that they will reject third-party mail. And I said, do you know what mail to jail is? And she said, yes, she's heard of it, and that is third-party mail, and it will be rejected because it does not come originally or straight from me.
Now, mailtojaild.com, I should say mail-to-jail.com, is still very useful in this context. You can still get the data you need there to send a letter directly. And maybe the jail will reverse the policy, or claim the policy never existed. There are other developments, however, in the case of the jailed protester. Mike Tyner, as you may recall, was arrested because officers formed a cordon around him, which would be difficult to leave without brushing past one of them. They then motioned him to leave, and when he did so, they arrested him for brushing past one of them. In protest of this inappropriate technique, he refused to give his name. In retaliation, the jail has held him for about 10 days and may hold him until his trial scheduled for April. Tyner has reportedly now been ID'd by the jail and is no longer listed as a John Doe. He's apparently not been allowed communication with the outside world, though that may change if he offers more cooperation. So we don't know if he has provided them his name or if they've obtained it through research. Roughly 30 unhappy activists crowd the jail lobby during this January 23rd protest, prompting a massive police response but no arrests. Activists estimate roughly half the on-duty Manchester police force appeared at the jail. Tyner is, at last report, held on $5,000 bond, but the bond is to be changed into personal recognizance bail if Mike identifies himself. Now that he's been officially ID'd, his supporters believe a motion before the judge may get him out without him having to fatten the state by paying it.
In this system, the value of individual man diminishes sharply, and the state is all important.
This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by HomelandStupidity.us. They are the folks who do the job today that the mainstream press is not doing anymore. They really do keep an eye on the federal government and federal abuses. Visit HomelandStupidity.us to find out more. HomelandStupidity.us